Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for getting here on time. We have a couple voting lists, 17 and 18, and I believe, 17 and 18. Vice Chair.
Madam Chair, voting list 18 is a consent calendar, and so I'd like to move favorable. A vote for SB 90 is a vote for everything on this list. Before I move it favorable, I just want to remind folks that on the House floor, they will each appear separately, so they'll still each get a separate vote. But for the purpose of our vote, every single bill on this list passed in the exact same structure out of the House, and so that's why we're moving this as a consent calendar. Move favorable.
There's been a motion for favorable as a consent calendar and second. Seeing no discussion, all those in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none. Thank you. Next, we'll move on to voting list 17. We'll begin with Senate Bill 168. That's you.
I just can't remember what we're changing. What do they do on their side?
We're making it, we're conforming.
Okay, that's right. That's right. We're conforming it to the House version.
Can you explain to the members?
No, I know. I'm trying to make sure before I say it all the way out loud. I'm trying to get it right. Senate Bill 168. If you remember the cross-file of House Bill 810, I believe it was Kim Taylor was the cross-file. This is to use blockchain as a way to do real estate property title recordation and verification. It's a program that we have in Baltimore that's actually working really well. We have some amendments that will conform it to the House version. Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 adds the Maryland Blockchain Association as an entity that SSTAT will coordinate with when conducting the study. And I believe this was done to do some accommodations on the cost of the bill. But I'll move I guess I can't move the amendments, but.
Move the amendments. Second.
There's been a motion to move the, all those in favor of the amendment say aye. Aye. If there are any opposed, but there is discussion, Delegate Arentz.
Yeah, I think he just mentioned that this is conforming to our bill on the House side of that, right? Okay, thank you.
Senate Bill 168 has been properly motioned favorable and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner?
Yes.
Delegate Fennell?
Yes.
Delegate Pruski?
Aye.
Delegate Howard?
Yes.
Delegate Johnson? Delegate Boifo? Delegate Bhandari?
Yes.
Delegate Rogers?
Yes.
Delegate Chi?
Yes.
Delegate Arentz?
Yes.
Delegate Queen?
Yes.
Delegate Ampry?
Yes.
Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose?
No.
Delegate Weigel?
Yes.
Delegate Roberts?
Yes.
Senate Bill 168 passes 15. Senate Bill 274.
Yes, Senate Bill 274, if you recall, it's the same as House Bill 573 brought by Delegate Taveras. This is the Fair Housing and Housing Discrimination Regulations and Discriminatory Effect. All this bill does, once we amend it to match our version, but if you recall, what this bill does is it ensures that we are taking the current federal law in regards to discriminatory housing regulations set forth by the federal government. The current way that it is interpreted, we're going to make that state law. So literally nothing changes in the context of how people operate today. Just ensures that those regulations we like what we have now here in Maryland, and worried. I guess we're not worried, but there's a concern that it could possibly change. So we like what we have here now. But we're going to amend this bill back to the original way it came out of the House. So amendment number 1 will be technical. Amendment number 2 specifies that discriminatory housing practices may be committed regardless of intent. So restoring the bill back to the actual federal interpretation.
Any opposition to the amendments? Seeing none.
For the bill, favorable as amended.
Senate Bill 274 has been properly moved favorable as amended and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Yes. Delegate Fennell? Yes. Delegate Pruski? Aye. Delegate Howard? No. Delegate Johnson? Aye. Delegate Boifo? Aye. Delegate Bandari?
Yes.
Delegate Rogers? Yes. Delegate Chi? Aye. Delegate Aaron's? No. Delegate Queen? Yes. Delegate Ampry?
Yes.
Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? No. Delegate Weigel? No. Delegate Roberts? Yeah. Senate Bill 274 passes 12. Senate Bill 325.
Chair, as amended, Senate Bill 325 establishes a housing development project. Application approval or denial is governed only by the laws in effect. When a complete application was submitted, established that after approval, the project has a vested right to the authorized use of at least 5 years and prohibits county or municipalities from collecting development excise taxes or impact fees on a residential real estate project until after construction is complete. We have two amendments here. Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 is makes clarifying changes and exempt development excise taxes and impact fee that were imposed to finance a county debt that was incurred before a specified date from the collection restriction of the bill.
All those in favor of the amendment say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Seeing none.
Move the bill favorable as amended.
Senate Bill 325 has been properly moved favorable as amended and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Yes. Delegate Fennell? Yes. Delegate Pruski? Aye. Delegate Howard? Aye. Delegate Johnson? Aye. Delegate Boifo? Aye. Delegate Bandari?
Yes.
Delegate Rogers?
Yes.
Delegate Chi? Yes. Delegate Aaron's? Yes. Delegate Queen?
Yes.
Delegate Ampry?
Yes.
Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? Yes. Delegate Weigel? Yes. Delegate Roberts? Yes. Senate Bill 325 passes 16. Senate Bill 438.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senate Bill 438 prohibits an occupant from using a self-storage facility beyond the term of a rental agreement after the operator or occupant has delivered in a certain manner written notice of non-renewal of the rental agreement. There is an amendment. The amendment conforms the Senate bill to the House bill. I might add, this is another in a series of the big storage bills.
In that case, move favorable.
Any opposition to the amendment? Seeing none.
Move favorable as amended.
Senate Bill 438 has been properly moved favorable as amended and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Yes. Delegate Fennell? Yes. Delegate Pruski? Aye. Delegate Howard? Yes. Delegate Big Storage? Aye. Delegate Boifo? Aye. Delegate Bandari?
Yes.
Delegate Rogers?
Yes.
Delegate Chi?
Yes.
Delegate Aaron's? Yes. Delegate Queen? Yes. Delegate Ampry? Yes. Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? Yes. Delegate Weigel? Weigel? Okay. Delegate Roberts? Senate Bill 438 passes 16. Senate Bill 573.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senate Bill 573 is a local bill, requires Charles County only for each member of the Board of Directors or officer of a council of unit owners of a condominium and each member of a governing body of homeowner association to successfully complete a training curriculum on the responsibilities of being a member or an officer within specified timeframes. And we're moving it with no amendments.
Senate Bill 573's been properly moved favorable and second. Any discussion? Delegate Weigel.
So Delegate Holmes had a statewide bill with this. Does that override this one if that passes, or how's that work?
Honestly, I'll let council answer that question completely, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think his bill, I don't know if it applies to condominiums and HOAs. I'm not top of my head right now, but council, do you have an answer for that?
Thank you. This bill doesn't contemplate another bill or any other bills, but I believe there is some overlap with the training requirements in this one, and I'm trying to find the bill number from the statewide bill.
Yeah, so if Delegate Holmes's bill passes, does that supersede this, or how does that work? That was the question.
It's possible that because of the overlap, the requirements for the training would be the same and therefore like be able to be satisfied, even though it's required in two places. What matters is you're getting the training the one time.
Okay, thanks.
Delegate Howard.
What happens if they don't complete the training?
So it says that they may remove the individual from the office
Okay.
or invalidate vote, or they can invalidate the vote of that individual, but the key word there is may. So it's not shall, they don't have to, they have
And
the
that-
option to.
Okay, and that, I'm sorry, and that individual obtained that office how?
I assume they were elected.
Okay, excellent. Okay, thank you.
Again, I remember this is a local bill, so.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none.
Move favorable? Oh, did I already move favorable? I'll move it favorable again.
Senate Bill 573 has been properly moved. Was there a second? Second. Been properly moved and second favorable. And no further discussion. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Yes. Delegate Fennell? Yes. Delegate Pruski? Aye. Delegate Howard? Delegate Johnson? Delegate Boifo? Delegate Boifo? Delegate Bandari? Yes. Delegate Rogers? Yes. Delegate Chi? Chi? Delegate Chi? Yes. Delegate Aaron's? Yes. Delegate Queen? Yes. Delegate Ampry? Yes. Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? Yes. Yes? Yes. Delegate Weigel? Yes. Delegate Roberts? Yes. Senate Bill 573 passes 16. Oh, I'm sorry, 15. Thank you, council. Yeah. Senate Bill 582.
Senate Bill 582 is the bill we heard here in committee about people receiving unsolicited checks and cashing them and losing their property or whatever. It has one amendment that exempts unsecured live checks because they're already regulated. This passed out of the Senate Finance Committee 10-0, as well as the Senate floor 45-0.
Any opposition to the amendments? Delegate Aaron's.
Banker's amendment that we talked about, was that? Did the bank have an amendment on that?
It was. I don't know.
There was?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none? Any opposition? No further opposition or discussion on the amendments. Great.
So move favorable as amended.
Senate Bill 582 has been properly moved favorable as amended and second. Seeing no discussion, Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Yes. Delegate Fennell? Yes. Delegate Pruski? Aye. Delegate Howard?
Yes.
Delegate Johnson? Aye. Delegate Boifo? Aye. Delegate Bandari?
Yes.
Delegate Rogers? Yes. Delegate Chi? Yes. Delegate Aaron's? Yes. Delegate Queen? Yes. Delegate Ampry?
Yes.
Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy's excused. Delegate Crosby's excused. Delegate Rose? Yes. Delegate Weigel? Yes. Delegate Roberts? Yes. Senate Bill 582 passes 16. Senate Bill 741.
Senate Bill 741 establishes and sets up these kiosks for virtual currency. I thought we had a House bill on this, but maybe we didn't. This also passed out of the Senate Finance 10-0 and the Senate floor 45-0. No amendments.
Senate Bill 741's been properly moved favorable and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Delegate Fennell? Delegate Pruski? Delegate Howard? Delegate Johnson? Delegate Boffo? Delegate Bandari? Delegate Rogers? Delegate Chi? Delegate Aaron's? Delegate Queen? Delegate Ampery? Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? Delegate Weigel? Delegate Roberts? Roberts? Senate Bill 741 passes 16. Senate Bill 747.
All right, Senate Bill 747, we heard this bill from Delegate Holmes, House Bill 469. We did not move that bill, but if you remember, this bill was around condominiums, unit owners having a certain amount of insurance to cover if there was a situation that happened in one unit and the water went to the lower unit, they need to start having coverage that covers something like that were to happen. As amended, so the amendment we have is to prohibit the bylaws of a condominium from requiring a unit owner to maintain an insurance policy in excess of specified coverage requirements. So you can't require people to have even more than what we're establishing here. So with that said, I guess I'll ask for someone to move the amendment.
Move the amendment.
Any discussion or opposition to the amendments? Seeing none.
Move bill favorable as amended.
Senate Bill 747 been properly moved favorable as amended and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Delegate Fennell? Delegate Pruski? Delegate Howard? Delegate Johnson? Delegate Boffo? Delegate Bandari? Delegate Rogers? Delegate Chi? Delegate Aaron's? Delegate Queen? Delegate Ampery? Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? Delegate Weigel? Delegate Roberts? Senate Bill 747 passes 16. Senate Bill 770.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senate Bill 770 establishes the Maryland's Future Board within the Department of Commerce to develop a visionary plan and recommend projects that ensure Maryland's economic competitiveness. This bill also establishes the Maryland's Future Fund, also to be administered by Commerce to fund projects recommended by the board. It requires the comptroller, the Senate bill amended itself to require the comptroller to study economic growth trends and give the study to the board. The board terminates in 5 years, which would sunset by 2031. The bill is sponsored by Senate President, who came over and presented bill. The cross-file, which was unanimously voted out of this committee, is sponsored by the Speaker.
Move favorable.
Senate Bill 770 has been properly moved favorable and second. Seeing no discussion, Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Delegate Fennell? Delegate Pruski? Delegate Howard? Delegate Johnson? Delegate Boffo? Delegate Bandari? Delegate Rogers? Delegate Chi? Delegate Aaron's? Delegate Queen? Delegate Ampery? Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose? Delegate Weigel? Delegate Roberts? Senate Bill 770 passes 16. Senate Bill 772.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senate Bill 772 requires the Maryland Department of Health to coordinate with specified entities to develop and maintain an employment, training, and opportunity database. There are no amendments.
Move favorable.
Senate Bill 772 has been properly moved favorable and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair?
Yes.
Delegate Turner? Delegate Fennell. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Howard. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Boifo. Delegate Bandari. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Chi. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Queen. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose. Delegate Wyvel. Delegate Roberts. Senate Bill 772 passes 16. Senate Bill 783.
Senate Bill 783, we heard the House version of this bill. This is a bill that was brought to us by the credit union, updating the requirements for the voting once there is a merger. It has a technical amendment that corrects some punctuation. So this should be fine. It was voted 10-0 out of the Finance Committee and 45-0 out of the Senate House floor.
All in favor of the amendment, say aye. Any opposition or discussion? Seeing none.
Move the bill favorable as amended.
Senate Bill 783 has been properly moved favorable and amended and second. Seeing no discussion, Vice Chair.
Yes.
Delegate Turner. Yes. Delegate Fennell. Yes. Delegate Pruski. Aye. Delegate Howard. Yes. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Boifo. Aye. Delegate Bandari.
Yes.
Delegate Rogers. Yes. Delegate Chi.
Yes.
Delegate Aaron's. Yes. Delegate Queen.
Yes.
Delegate Amprey. Yes. Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose. Yes. Delegate Wyvel. Yes. Delegate Roberts. Yes. Senate Bill 783 passes 16. Senate Bill 814.
Senate Bill 814 prohibits service agreements entered into before June 1st, 2023 from being effective for more than 2 years, running with or encumbering the land, or being transferred to another person without the consent of a party to the agreement. Any agreement that violates these restrictions is void and unenforceable. The bill is only applicable to agreements with a service provider that on or after June 1st, 2026 is defunct and considered not in good standing with the State Department of Assessments and Taxation.
Senate Bill 814 has been properly moved, favorable, and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair.
Yes.
Delegate Turner. Yes. Delegate Fennell. Yes. Delegate Pruski. Aye. Delegate Howard. Yes. Delegate Johnson. Aye. Delegate Boifo. Aye. Delegate Bandari.
Yes.
Delegate Rogers. Yes. Delegate Chi. Yes. Delegate Aaron's. Yes. Delegate Queen. Yes. Delegate Amprey. Yes. Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose. Yes. Delegate Wyvel. Yes. Delegate Roberts. Yes. Senate Bill 814 passes 16. Senate Bill 818.
Senate Bill 818 requires the creation of an advisory group to provide community input for the development of State Center, which is in the city of Baltimore, where a cluster of state agencies used to be located. The goal is to also identify potential community benefits associated with the redevelopment of that site and facilitate transparency and information sharing between the developer, state, and local communities. It was passed unanimously out of both the committee and the Senate floor.
Move favorable.
Senate Bill 818's been moved properly favorable and second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Vice Chair.
Yes.
Delegate Turner. Yes. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Pruski. Aye. Delegate Howard. Yes. Delegate Johnson. Aye. Delegate Boifo. Aye. Delegate Bandari. Yes. Delegate Rogers. Yes. Delegate Chi. Yes. Delegate Aaron's. Yes. Delegate Queen. Yes. Delegate Amprey. Yes. Delegate Adams is excused. Delegate Pippy is excused. Delegate Crosby is excused. Delegate Rose. Delegate Wyvel. Delegate Roberts. Senate Bill 818 passes 16. Members, that's the last bill on the docket. We will be voting again tomorrow. Just stay tuned for the time frame. Thank you for your indulgence.